Hello, everybody. I missed you all while I was gone. It's Cindy, the jewelry nurse. I didn't get to go online as much as I wanted to. Got kind of busy while I was in Florida, but I did miss you guys. And I am going to finish the bag that I started on my live on Sunday. That was a pretty big bag. It was like 10 pounds. So far, I am super happy with that box of jewelry, and it took me about 6 hours to untangle everything. It was really tangled, but it has been spectacular so far. I've gotten a lot of really good stuff in it. So if you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe and give me the thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you are a regular viewer, I am so happy to see you back. Thank you for continuing support. I really appreciate it. My channel wouldn't be without you all, so I do appreciate you guys. So I do lives every Sunday, as most of you know, and occasional auctions. I just started the auctions. Going to do an auction in February with Dwayne on MSP, Vicki and I. And I'm probably am going to do one this Sunday, but I'm not going to do them every Sunday because I would really miss chatting with you guys. I mostly am doing them to help alleviate some of my hoard. As I said on Joe's chat today, I feel like I'm a jar away from an episode of Hoarders. But anyways, let's see. I have, well, first I'm going to open this card from Miss Angie. I had it sitting here to open and share with you guys on Sunday, and I forgot, but this is from Angie from Treasured Vintage. And Angie is so sweet. She is so good with thank you cards and, you know, remembering people. It's so great. It's a Christmas card. It's beautiful. And it just says, Merry Christmas from Angie, Treasured Vintage. For unto a child is born, unto a son is given, and the government will be upon his shoulder. And his name will be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. Isaiah 96. Very nice. At this holy season throughout the year, may God quiet you with his peace, comfort you with his presence, and bless you with his love. Very nice. It's from Angie. Beautiful card. Thank you so much, Angie. I really appreciate getting cards. It's such an awesome sentiment. It's taking the time to do that is like the best thing you could ever do. For me, I love it. Let's see. I have got still a pretty good amount of stuff from this bag, probably a good 2 or 3 pounds. Let me show you the favorites just to remind you. This was one of my favorites from that bag. Is that not the most spectacular statement necklace you have ever seen? It's not marked, but it's one of those that should have marked it. They should have taken credit for this. Some people may think, oh my God, that's way too much, but I love these kind of statement necklaces. Look at the detail in that. And it's in fabulous condition. These are, it's very well made. Acrylic, and there's no, you know, the metal is heavy. There's no, and the enameling is perfect. But there is no metal wear or anything. So that was one of my favorite statement necklaces. And as you guys know, if you're new to my channel, I do giveaways every Sunday. I try to find something in the jar or the box or whatever I'm doing to give away. And so the couple of things that I gave away, I'll show you. I've got a lot of silver so far in this box. Some of it I've already put away, but these earrings I gave away, these are marked 925. And they are, and I tested them. They did test sterling. They have, they're not diamonds, so I did test them. They're not diamonds. They're probably crystals or CZs. But this is a beautiful pair of earrings. That was one of the pieces of silver in there so far, and I haven't even gotten through it. There's like 200 grams of silver, and I'm not even finished. And then there was this bracelet. And this bracelet was like 20-something grams. It also tested positive for silver. This one's a little more delicate. This one is heavier. This one was over 50 grams. So very substantial. And it did test positive too for silver. And then these earrings also were positive for silver. Looks like I bent up the hook a little bit, but these were also positive, and I haven't tested these for diamond, but I will test them. But they're pave set, whatever they are. Let's test them together. Actually, at the end of the video, I'm going to test all the silver pieces just so you guys can see that process, and also so you're confident should I put them in an auction, particularly on like artisan pieces that are unmarked, just so you're confident that what you're getting is silver. This was another piece that I gave away. This is a beautiful little cross, and it has crystals or CZs going both ways. I don't think I checked this one either. And this is Italian 925, also tested for silver. And it has, this is from, I don't know if I'm saying it right, Diadema. And the designer's name, I believe, is Mia Fiore. But it's from a company called Diadema. And I've looked this up. They make some really beautiful stuff, but it's kind of pricey. But beautiful. So when my thing heats up here, let me test this and see if these, I'm sure they're probably, but I have gotten sterling pieces that had diamonds in them, in jars. I've got some listed that have diamonds in them that I got from jars. You just have to be careful not to touch the metal. So, oh, guess what? My sister bought me these. Now, I may look a little silly, but they work. Hold on, I'm going to take my glasses off. My sister that I went to see when I was in Florida was teasing me about always losing my loop. So she bought me this because I'm always losing my loop. That's funny, but it does work. This way I know whether or not I'm touching it. Looks like they might actually be diamond chips in this one. And these do kind of look like diamond chips. They look like diamonds. Make sure I'm not touching anything. Okay, maybe not. Well, maybe not. Can't tell now. Hold on. Yeah, I think these are diamond chips. They're small, but I know I got it that last time was not touching anything. Let's check this one out and see if these are. And those are not missing any stones. Those are all there. And these I did not give away. I'm pretty sure the other one is in the bag, but this one looks like it's... Oh, wait a minute, got it too high, and I turn it down a little bit. This one looks like it might be diamond chips too. Yeah, I was surprised that that brand of Italian silver is fairly pricey. Okay, so this one is not diamond chips. So far, I mean, that's what I had pulled out on the first video, and I think there was something else that I already put away, but like I said, a lot of silver in here, in this bag. A lot of really nice stuff. Except this monstrosity, I have no idea what this is. This needs to be, and you know I never say this hardly ever, but this thing, I'm thinking... What in the heck? It may need to be taken out and shot. I'm not even sure what this is supposed to be. And if somebody likes it, I apologize. But the chains, I don't know. I may remove the chains and see if it gets any better. But there's just too much chains. And that's untangled. That's how it's supposed to be. So it's, yeah. It's in fairly good shape. It is not, oh yeah, it is missing one, but that I knocked out because I dropped it, but I do have that one. But yeah, no maker's mark or anything, but that's a little wild there for me. Probably like it if I took the chain off. Oh, the other thing that I got that I really liked was this. And I looked this up, and I was surprised at the price of these two. This was this is a Swarovski. Let me see if I can magnify so you can see the mark. See if it get it to focus. Sorry, you're looking at my pores. My old lady pores. Can't get it to focus, but this is Swarovski. It does have the swan, and it is also got Swarovski right there. And when I cleaned it up, let me shrink that back down again so you're not staring at my pores. When I shrink that or clean that up, oh my God, it sparkles. It is beautiful. But very nice bracelet. Very happy with that one. So those were a couple of my favorite things. There's a few more, but of the non-silver items, those were a couple of my favorites. Very, very beautiful bracelet. You have to see that one in person to appreciate it. It's just gorgeous. And let me move on here. I need to get a couple of videos recorded tonight. I'm going to go through the stuff that I hold up, the stuff I untangled. I still have quite a bit in the bag, so hopefully this this video won't go on forever. If it does, I will stop and do a second part, but I'd like to get through it. Okay, this is kind of cool. This is a gunmetal. I got to remember how it fastens. Okay, like that. It's a gunmetal chain. It doesn't have any mark, but it is in really good condition. And it is 1, 2, 3, 4 strands of different types of chains, different lengths. So really cute. I like that one. It's a nice chain. It really is. Okay, and then I have one hanging back here that I have hanging out of the way because it was one of the things that was so tangled in there together, but it is actually kind of cool. I don't know if I'll be able to actually show it to you because it's so big, but it is really cool. It's a kind of a festoon style, I guess you would call it. But kind of cool. And it's like a single rope. No, it's not. It's a curved chain. Yeah, it's curved. But it's cool though. I think something else needs to go here. But it does, it is unique though. It's kind of cool. I like that one. Let me hang that back up there so I don't. And it's in good condition. Most everything. There were a few broken things, but I was able to fix most of it. And most of it I really liked. There were only a few things that were kind of So probably one of my favorite boxes I have gotten in a while. I have figured out how to bid on them. So, and then this also in good condition but unmarked, but it is well made. But it is just like 4 tabs. I don't know if they're for engraving or what, but it just has 4 different size discs on it, round disc. It looks like, let's see, one of them, okay, all of them are like shiny on one side and then has a matte, kind of a brushed finish on the other. So, yeah. Don't know if those are meant for engraving, but they look like they might be stainless steel, so you probably could engrave them. And then just a broken piece of chain. It's one of the few broken things that I could not fix. So that will go into my craft lot. This was broken, but I fixed it. It is missing a stone, but I have some replacement stones for it, so I'll fix it. But this has got a really cool look. It's kind of a brass, like an antique brass finish. But these leaves are gorgeous on this. Chain's not too bad. Not my favorite chain, but aren't those pretty? Doesn't that, the color, it's like a green and like a peridot green and a sort of a, I want to say chocolate or coffee color, or, you know, like maybe cognac. But that's a beautiful leaf. The colors look really good together in person. So that I liked, and that the chain was had come apart, and I just had to put the chain back together in a couple of places. But that is a nice necklace. You should see how many necklaces I have hanging here because I haven't moved them yet. And then this is a stone necklace. It's like wire wrapped, and whoever did this wire wrapping did a beautiful, very beautiful job. I think this is dendrite jasper is what it looks like to me. I'm not positive, but kind of looks like dendrite when you see it really close up. And it's kind of a beige color, which it's not really coming off. It's like beige with little bits of rust, like a rusty orange. Yeah, you see it right there. But it does have like the dendrite kind of streaks in it, so I think it's dendrite jasper. And it is not marked, but it is a beautiful stone. Very well done. Whoever cut this stone did a very nice job. Very, very well smoothed out. Okay, and let me move these over here. This is pretty. I love this. This is like brushed gold, and I really like the brushed gold finish. It always looks like very elegant. It's sort of a lariat style. It has these beads that, metal beads that move right there. I don't know if you can see those. And then this. But this is beautiful, and it's a beautiful rope chain. It's like single rope though, but it's really pretty and in very good shape. So that was another piece I was pretty happy about. Okay, then this rose gold colored chain, also not marked, but still pretty cool looking. I'm going to go through all these necklaces first, and then I'll finish the bag. But this is a rose gold color. You can't really tell that on my screen. I don't know. Sometimes I say that because the color doesn't look right when I'm looking at it. But if I look at the playback later, it is. Yeah, this was unmarked, but this is in really good shape too. I've noticed that the rose gold holds up pretty well. Most of them, the color is pretty good most of the time when I get them. Whatever, the finish seems to hold up well. And this one I might have shown on the last video. I don't know, but it's pretty, so it's worth showing again. This I think was new because it's still, I think that was part of the price tag. But this is gorgeous. It's like a double tassel. I love this one. And the tassels are like that really fine texture. They feel really cool. So that one's kind of cool, the double tassel. And very well made too. I like that one. Wasn't a extreme amount of vintage in this box, but there is some vintage and you know, a lot of really well made jewelry and a few signed pieces, but I am like overwhelmingly happy with this box. It's one of my favorite boxes so far. And then this may or may not be silver. It's not marked anywhere, but it could possibly be, oh, I think I'm still in large, sorry. It could possibly be an artisan piece, but this is really cool. I think it's supposed to be like coral, and this is one of the things, this and an illusion necklace, which I ended up having to cut out because the tangle was so tight. And until I cut that illusion necklace out, I couldn't get things untangled. But this is beautiful. Not marked. I think it might be a homemade piece. It is on a fairly nice chain, no color wear. So I'll put that one aside and test that one for silver. It may not be because it's too shiny. It might be rhodium plated, or what's the other silver plating, like chromium or rhodium or something like that. Because it's a very shiny. So, and then this was another broken piece, which I cannot fix because it's on the beading wire, but it does have some nice beads on it. So that will go into, oh wait a minute, it goes this way. That's what it is. It's a double. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. I guess I could cut this down to one strand and throw the other strand into the box. I love the beading wire, so I think I'll do that. I'll just take one off and put the other strand into my craft box. So if I kind of don't like the way that sits, so maybe not. Yeah, it kind of makes the necklace hang weird. I guess it's not too bad. Anyway, so that was another piece. Let me put that one aside and then I'll disassemble it later. And I try and keep those beading chains out of my box because, or my bowl there, because they tangle easily. And then this was the other broken piece, I think. One of the other ones that I could not fix. Most of it, like I said, there was a few broken pieces and I was able to fix it, but out of 10 pounds. I think there's another piece of this, so it's possible I can fix it somewhere. Yeah, I think the remaining piece is here, so maybe I can fix it. And only because I like some of the beads on it are pretty. So I might give it a try. If not, Susan, it's going in my craft box. You may have to fight my sister. So that's another thing I wanted to tell you all too, is my sister also does silversmithing, the one that lives in Florida, and she's making me a really beautiful silver cuff bracelet with coral and turquoise and just a lot of detail in it. It's beautiful. So I talked her into coming on my channel and doing some tutorials for you guys. She swears to me that silversmithing is super easy. You know, that the cuff bracelets are super easy to make, but, you know, she's like very talented. So everything comes easy to her. So, you know, I'm sure it's not really easy. But she's going to come on my channel in the next couple of weeks and make jewelry. This is not marked either. It has that Monet style of clasp. It's not a Monet, though. And then it just has like a smoky quartz type bead on it. This bead is actually pretty. Pretty sure it's just glass, or the way it's cut. This might actually be a crystal rather than cut glass. It's reflecting too much light, but that's cute. These are crystal beads too. So that was a cute little necklace. So I'm getting together. I have a huge lot now of dainty necklaces, so I will do a couple of lots in my next auction of smaller, like non-statement style necklaces for those of you that have told me you prefer smaller, more delicate jewelry. I'm going to do some lots of those. And then this little peridot, I don't think this is gold or gold plated. It could be gold plated. It could be, it's not marked anywhere that I can see, but it is very well made. So I really thought that it might be. I'll test it, but somehow I doubt it. That does actually look like a real peridot, but it might just be a crystal. Let me see here. Yeah, the surface, I'm looking at the surface. I don't think it's an actual peridot, but it's a really nice crystal, though. Or even, it could even be a, what you call it, CZ. Okay, so this is another piece of silver. This one is marked 925, and I believe this is artisan made. This is gorgeous. This is one of my favorite pieces. Let me try and get it up there where you can see what it actually is. Those are butterfly wings. My color is really bad tonight. My lighting, for some reason, is kind of dull. I don't know if you can see the iridescence in that. But that yellow, the iridescence in those colors is just amazing. And it has the butterfly wing in both. You know, usually butterfly wings look different on each side, so I'm guessing that is what that is. Not sure what they have over the top of it. I think like acrylic or some sort of resin. But this is 925. I don't know about the chain. But this is marked 925, and it did test positive for 925. So one of the things I tested right away because I fell in love with it. Not sure about the chain, though. I'll have to test the chain. I did not test the chain because the chain is not marked, but I've got chains. So I just ordered a couple of chains from CC, so I will put it on another chain. If that's not silver, debating on whether or not I want to sell that one or keep that one. I don't keep very many, but I really like that one. Oh, always got to tell you what I'm wearing here. So I am wearing my Keep Calm and Party On t-shirt in light of the new year. And I hope you all had a Merry Christmas. And then I have Kurt's Folly necklace. This is actually the first piece of jewelry I bought from another YouTuber when I first started doing this. I bought this from Anita's channel when she used to do her $13 lots. Well, I bought this from Anita, and this came in a jar. It's just dyed not mother of pearl, but dyed abalone, and it just went well together. So that's what I'm wearing. And let's see what, oh, you know what? I just realized I lost an earring. I'm going to have to, not this one, but I had a different earring on with it, and I'm going to have to start putting it back on it because it pops out every time. Oh, I forgot to show you this too. This is also sterling, but I believe this came in the jar I had before, and I did not realize this was sterling until I was fixing the chain. The chain was broken, but I wanted to be able to wear it, and it's not a permanent fix, but I just put that on there so I could wear it. And that's when I realized it says actually sterling, so it is vintage, and it did test positive. But I believe this was in the jar that I did in Florida. It wasn't in this jar. So that jar, you know, keeps on giving. I keep finding, I go back through things after the video to, you know, do research or to take a closer look. But this is one of the things that I took a closer look at. But beautiful, isn't that cute? Very dainty. And it is sterling. Very cute. Love that one. I'll probably wear that one a couple of times. And this is interesting. I had already showed this to Angie because you know Angie and loves her Monet. I like to share my Monet with Angie. But this is marked Monet right there. I broke my loop. It still works, but I broke the thing off of it. I don't know if I can, I don't know what's going on with my lighting right now. It's driving me crazy. But it is marked Monet right there on the hook. And it is the, hi, that's my husband. Say hi, honey.
Hi, honey.
But it is the gold tone beading wire, and it is missing a couple of beads, unfortunately. I'm hoping I can replace the beads because it looks a little off center, like the missing beads are right in the center on two of the strands. But this I thought was a pretty cool Monet. It's the first Monet that I've gotten on beading wire. Of course, Angie has one, but this is the first one I've got. I thought this was pretty cool, but it's got little like brushed gold beads and little glass, like smoky quartz sort of color bead on it. And so hopefully I can find something to replace those, or at least maybe move the beads around without destroying the necklace. But that's a pretty cool Monet, I thought. I tend to find some unique Monet pieces here in my area for some reason. Well, that one didn't come from my area. It came from a box. But I do tend to find some unique Monets. And then this statement necklace. This is really cool. And it is in really good condition. Has a tab, but I don't think it says anything. Nope, nothing on the tag. This has got a hook. I don't know if it's just made to look vintage. I don't think it is. I think it's just made to look like it might be, but very cool. I don't know what they're doing behind me, but I'm sure it's food related. But yeah, love that one. That one's pretty cute. So, Nana's Treasures. If you have not subscribed to hers, please go and subscribe to her channel. And this is really cute. This is gorgeous. It's beautiful abalone shell. See how pretty that abalone is? It's got a lot of color. It's like the prime part, and it's just beautiful. I don't know if it's handmade. It looks like it is. Got some beautiful crystals on it. Some really nice, very nice crystals that have a lot of facets. So I think they're older crystals. But this is a gorgeous necklace. Loving this necklace. I probably will end up giving this to Vicky because she loves the shell necklaces, so I think she will really like this one. But yeah, that's one of my favorite shell necklaces I've ever gotten. And a really cool glass Christmas tree, like blown glass Christmas tree. Kind of cool. Again, I'm not thrilled about the don't like the way it sits on that. Something ain't quite right about it, but beautiful blown glass. I wonder if I could do that differently. Let's see. See if it'll fit through there. May not fit through there. Of course, the chain is tangled. Kind of sits awkward that way. I mean, I understand why they put them on these wire, or yeah, it goes through there, so that's probably how it's supposed to be. Why they put them on these, because they kind of look weird on just a thin chain too, so I just don't like these kind of chains though, or ribbon type things. But that's a really cute Christmas tree. It looks like it was hand done, like those rods of glass that they use to make beads. Like it might have been used the rod to make that, the glass rods to make it. It does look hand blown though, via a glass rod. Yeah, put that somewhere else so I don't break it. Okay, so what else have I got? Okay, so this one is, I guess it's supposed to be a wishbone. It's really nicely made. The metal looks very nice. Now it says Silver Forever on it, which I think might be a brand name. I'm not convinced that this is silver unless it's 14 karat plated silver, which is common. They might plate silver with 14 karat. I know Chinese do it a lot with theirs, just to make the jewelry, make it shinier and not tarnish. But I don't know. I think Silver Forever might be a brand name. So I'll look that up. I just haven't had time yet. And then this is kind of cool. It's got these little stations of rhinestones all the way around, and then it kind of festoons to a double link. But that's kind of a cute necklace. I like that one. So that will go with one of my lots of more dainty necklaces. That one was tangled up too, and then there was a lot of chains in there, and I didn't really check them all, like single chains, which is good. Can always use single chains. This is a really long one. Let's take a look real quick. Just a curb chain. I always call the other ones curb too, but they're, you know, curb Rolo, it's pretty much the same thing, but to me, this is more of the curb chain is more twisted like these. You know, it's like twisted, and the Rolo, basically when you look them up, it says they're the same chain. I was looking for something that I usually distinguish as Rolo. Let's see what is, Okay, so this is a better example. This is more curb style to me. And then this, no, that's not it. I know I got something here that is more Rollo. Okay, and this would be more Rollo style to me. I don't know if you see the difference there, but one's twisted, one is not. Okay, then this is very, oh, wait a minute, I was looking at that. Unmarked, and this color does not look right, so I seriously doubt. This is definitely not, if it's plated, it's very tarnished, so I don't even think it's plated, just a gold chain. That over there. Actually, let me hang this one up before it gets lost. Oh, I want to test that one too. Okay. And then this one also says 14K. I have not tested this yet, but I will test this. Or not 14K, but this one says sterling. It says 925, I think. Yep, 925 right on the ring right there. So I will test that one too. So another 925. Okay. These are really pretty beads. And they're in very good condition. It's a long chain. It's got these almost a pinky peachy color bead, this one. And then clear and then peachy color. They kind of look cool with the gray metal beads. It accents it a little. It kind of makes it look a little more dramatic with that peach colored bead. Pink or peach. I think this one has a clasp. I thought it did. Maybe it doesn't. Okay, these necklaces that I'm showing you, I had to untangle, so I had to actually look at them, but I saved the rest of the bag to go through with you. But this is a nice heavy, and it is acrylic. Yeah, it's acrylic, and then I think glass pearls, but it's beautiful. I read up on glass pearls today, and I will, I'll do a video about to help you distinguish different types of pearls. That's why I read up on them. I was trying to figure out if there's a way to tell the difference between a cultured and a natural pearl. And so I read up on that, so I will tell you all about that. I'll do a video on that at one point. This has a hook, and this is gorgeous. These are glass. It's broken, unfortunately, these big gold balls. They are solid, but all these beads are glass. They are beautiful, beautifully faceted too. Look at the sparkle in that. They look like giant crystals. And I have a feeling, because it's missing part of the chain, it's got the hook on this end. I have a feeling that this was actually signed, so I'm hoping the rest of the chain is going to be in the bag. But this is gorgeous. Very heavy, but gorgeous. So, probably, if I don't find the rest of it, Vicky, you're going to get these beads, because I think you could probably do something fabulous with these beads. So I will put those aside for you, Miss Vicky. And this is totally cool. I love this thing. Okay, so this is Golden Glove San Francisco boxing gloves. And it says 97 on the back of both gloves. Let me let that focus. It says 97. You can't really read that, but it says 97. And then on the front, it says Golden Gloves, New York. Yeah, that's what it says. Golden Gloves, New York. Haven't tested it, so I don't know if it's silver. It's pretty heavy, so I doubt it's silver, but it says Golden Gloves on the front. Very cool, though. I don't know if this would be a man's necklace. I don't know. Mike, if you're watching, would you wear this? or women, are you into boxing? Would you wear it? They're heavy. They're very heavy. They're solid. So something tells me they're probably not silver. They look like they possibly could be, but I doubt they are. They might be plated. So those are cool. I'll have to look those up. And then this is kind of cool. I know you don't like these chains, Miss Vicky, but I don't mind them. These toilet poles, you call them. I don't mind them on the small, fine beads, but I don't like the big ones, I agree. This has little tags, like little dog tags, 3 different sizes, and they all say name, telephone, birth, and blood type. So I don't know if they're really meant for you to put all that on there. They're kind of small for that. I guess you could have that engraved on there. I know you can engrave on stainless steel. You can engrave on gold filled, but gold plated is not really thick enough to engrave. It would show through to the silver, which if you like that look would be okay. I don't see any marks on this though, so I doubt this is even plated. Let's see if any color wear. It does need a cleaning, but that's cute though. I thought that's kind of cute. So I will hang that over there and I'll test it later. I was going to show you this and got sidetracked by something else. Okay, so this is cat's eye, the pink cat's eye beads. So I don't know if you can see the color of those. The lighting's kind of weird. But this is really cute. And it is not marked. I don't think. Didn't really look at it. I will check this for sterling and has some potential. Probably isn't, but I'll check it. But the difference between, somebody had asked, and Vicki explained it really well the other day on her channel, these are glass cat's eyes, but the difference between the moon glow and the cat's eye is the cat's eye has the line is in a straight line, like a circle around it, where the moon glow, the whole thing has that glow. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's kind of the difference. Okay, I'll put this one over here for testing, and at the end we will test all the pieces and find out what is gold and, what is silver and what isn't. I think I already showed this one, but this one is so cool I had to show it again. Is that not the coolest rhinestone statement necklace? And there's nothing missing. Let me see if I can get it to quit wobbling. Is that not so cool? I love this. No missing pieces. And has that sort of festoon look there. And it has a dot dash chain, which I like, because that's one of my complaints on statement necklaces, is that they'll make this beautiful statement necklace, but they'll put it on an ugly curb chain or something. So this is beautiful. Love this one. This is probably one of my favorite necklaces I've gotten like that, rhinestone necklaces. Okay, this, not a clue. It's a pink telephone, like enameled or powder-coated telephone. But the chain is what I don't understand here, and I'll show you why. I think it does have a brand name on it. I think it's Crew Cut, which I think is J. Crew. I think there was a couple of Crew Cut necklaces. Sorry, I've got it chain tangled. I got to undo it. It's on an extremely nice chain, though. Very well made chain. Check out the clasp. It's the type of clasp they use when they make 14 karat, but I'm 100% positive this is not 14 karat, but it has that really nice shape of clasp. When I first saw it, I thought it might be, but I think I looked at it and it is not. But the ribbon, yeah, this is Crew Cut. And what is the deal with the ribbon? The ribbon is actually sewn to the chain. So not understanding that one. So if anybody does, I'm assuming whatever the ribbon was cut. But anybody understands that one, please clue me in, leave a comment, because I don't get it. But this is a great teen necklace, I think. And I was going to say, back in the days when we still had landline telephones of this type, probably in the 90s. But that's cute, I thought. It's got a knot in it, so I need to unknot it later. And I think, was this one sterling? Let me check. Maybe not. No, okay. What was weird about this one? Yeah, this is a gunmetal. What was weird about this one is it has the clasp there, but there's nothing to attach it to on the other end, and it would be too short. So I don't know if that's to clip something to it, maybe? I don't know. Any clues, suggestions? Oh, wait a minute. Right there is... No, that's on everyone. I don't know, unless you're supposed to hook it into that. But even so, it would be kind of short. Guess you could do that, but look how short that would be. Way too short. So don't know on that one. Anybody know? Leave a comment, please. Pause for a second and get a drink. I'm dry. Too much talking. Okay, so this is the next chain. It is a really fine, like Figaro. And then it has these little discs on it. And it's in very good condition. A lot of times you get these chains with disc on them and they just don't hold up very well, but this one's actually not bad. It's fairly well made. So this is another one that I will throw into my lot of delicate jewelry. I know there was something else. Okay, this one was also sterling, and this is real cultured pearls. The gray pearls, they're real pearls. Real cultured pearls. Real actual natural pearls are not as heavy. They're lighter than cultured pearls. So these are, they're small, but they're definitely cultured, I'm pretty sure. But it is marked 925, and I will test it. Where is this marked 925? But they're beautiful color of gray pearls. And cultured pearls, I think they actually improved on the natural pearl, because cultured pearls are a little more, yeah, 925 right there on the clasp. I don't want to say brittle, but that might be the word for it. A natural pearl, also like an antique or vintage natural pearl, they will color with age from your skin, oils, and just chemicals and everything can damage them. So they can actually break down over time. So if you see a set of natural, like antique pearls, they're not always in the best condition. They deteriorate if they're not well taken care of. So there's another 925. We got a lot of 925 to test. Okay, and then this is kind of cool too. My beading wire. You know I like my beading wire. It's in very good condition. Oh, that's how it goes. It's going to say, are we missing a strand? This is 3-strand. It's got the brushed gold disc on it. And it's got these glass. Yeah, these are glass beads. And they're sort of a honey amber color. But this is beautiful too. And let me see, this is not marked, but it is the brushed gold, which gives it sort of an elegant, rich look. I love the brushed gold. I know I keep saying that every time I have a piece, but I do love it. And I love the beading chain. I don't know what it is about the beading chain and the glass beads that I like, but I love that look. I think it reminds me of the 50s and 60s for some reason. I don't know why, but it does. And just another chain. And when I first saw this one, I haven't tested it, but I thought it might be, this one actually might be 14K or filled, but I don't think it says anything. It is soldered, but then again, it could have lost a tab too, so. Yeah, I don't see any marks on it, but all of the joints are soldered. So I might test this one. It is a nice rope chain though. It's not a really heavy rope chain, but it is a nice double. It's a double, but very fine double rope chain. When I say double or single rope, what I mean is I almost have to compare them to show you the difference. Let me see if I have a single rope. A single rope, you can almost see through the rope, where a double, you can't. It's more solid. See how more solid that is? I could have sworn I had some other rope chain here where this is a single rope. Even though it's bigger, it's not as solid. Hard to describe, but there is a difference. Get those out of my way. And so this I will test because it might be plated or filled or something. And this is also pretty. I just am loving this lot. This is one of my favorite lots. Almost every piece in here is quality. I'm just thrilled to death with this box. I just got the right box. This is not marked. And I guess the reason there's not a lot of marked pieces in it, but they're all quality. This is a triple chain. No color wear on hardly anything in here. And this is just enamel and then like a textured silver stations there. But this is cute. 3 strands in good condition. I want to put that one up there. I don't know where to put stuff anymore. I guess I'll set it back over here so this is good. This is really cute. I'm pretty sure this one is not silver, but this is adorable. It's really reminds me of an actual set. This is not inlaid. I think this is just printed on to the blue heart bead. It's not turquoise or anything like that, but my sister had an inlaid set like this, which I think this is copied from that sort of work. But my sister had this, the one that passed. She had a set, and my mother wanted that, so I sent it to my mother, that set, because my mom said she was with her when she bought it. So now I guess my sister has it, but yes. But it's very cute. I'm sure these are just acrylic beads. Oh, they're glass beads, but they're definitely not gemstones. But very cute. I like that one. So that'll go in the more delicate lot. Let me look at the, see if there's any marks on this. No, I can see from the bubbling, though, that this is chromium or rhodium plated, though. It is definitely plated with something, so that'll go into that. And this one, although not broken, is missing a lot of stones, which is the only thing wrong with it. It's still got good color. So let me look for the clasp. Is there a clasp on here? Sometimes it's hard to find those. You're looking right at them and don't see them. Okay, maybe this one does not have a clasp. Okay, so this is in good shape, but it's missing a bunch of these, which, you know, can be replaced, but how many is it missing? Don't know if it's worth it. How many? Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, so if I have 3 of those in my harvested things, I'll replace it because this would be very cute paired with another necklace. So that's a nice one too. Not a whole lot, you know, wrong with a lot of these though, as you can see. Most of them are in pretty good shape. And then, oh, something just fell off of there. What was that? Well, I will find it later. Usually my husband finds it if he's sweeping in the kitchen. I sweep right over things, but he finds things that I drop in here. I don't, because my eyes suck. Okay, so this is a toggle bracelet. It's gold toned, which is different with the pearls. Seems like they always put the pearls on silver. It's cute though. There's a lot of nice luster in these acrylic. Kind of lightweight, so they might be plastic, but they're definitely not glass. But that's in really good condition, and it's a nice toggle. 3 strands. But cute bracelet. I'll go ahead and throw that in my bracelet tub. I have literally 2 big tubs of bracelets. Which doesn't sound like a big deal, but I've collected that many since July, so it's a lot. This is really cute too. Another beading wire. This is not the illusion wire, it's beading chain, I mean. It's the beading chain. And double strand, no marks, but it's in good condition. Has the gold colored pearls and these. This jewelry is pretty clean too. That's why I'm banging it on my teeth. These are all acrylic though, beads. So faceted acrylic. So that's kind of delicate too. Okay, so this one is a real crystal. And I'm not sure what this crystal is made out of. Let me see if this is marked. I think this might be another J. Crew. No, this one says, okay, it's got one mark that is completely not readable. Let me know if you recognize this brand. It's probably just very simple and I'm not thinking about it. But it has an L, there you go, and an upside down V. And then right under that is a mark, but it has been plated over the mark. So I'm not sure who that is. I haven't had a chance to look it up. But again, it has one of those really nice little gold clasps. And this could be aventurine. It could be an ammonite crystal. But it is a natural crystal. It's not glass or acrylic. It could be fluorite. It could be green fluorite. It could be, what else could this be? Aventurine. It could be preonite. It could be serpentine jade, which is like translucent like that, sort of, a little bit. It's like Princess Casserole, I think Carla said the other day, that the green stones are very hard to distinguish, and they are. There's so many different green stones that look a lot alike that they are very hard to distinguish. But if you guys recognize that brand, let me know, and I'm going to try and figure out what that other little mark is underneath that. It might actually say 14 KP or something like that, or it might be some other symbol, but I can't read it, whatever it is. Yeah, I can't even begin to make it out, so I'm only guessing. But this is really cute too, so I'm going to put that aside until I figure it out. Put that one back over here. Okay, then, oh, 2 more. Okay, so Vicky is going to love, this is just a plain chain, but it's a very nice chain though. In perfect condition, like brand new. And I don't know. It's a short, maybe 15, 16-inch chain. Maybe it used to be 16. Now they've cut them down to 15 a lot. I don't know if that's to get an extra chain every 16 chains, 15 chains or whatever, but yeah, 16 used to be the standard. Now it's kind of going down to 15, but just a plain chain. Don't know if it is marked or not. I mean, if it's plated or not. It's not marked, so probably not. And then this is beautiful. Now see the difference, what I mean in the lobster claws? See the shape of that one? On 14 karat, often they use that, and with silver too, I see that, particularly with newer jewelry that's got a, where'd I put that? I see this shape though a lot in sterling and in 14 karat. On a lot of the newer stuff, that shape of lobster claw. Okay, so this is not marked. I don't see a mark on it. I will test this one too, but this has a beautiful natural druzy. It's very, very reflective. This really sparkly. It's just a tiny one. I think Vicky's gonna fall in love with this. She loves druzies. So this one more than likely has Vicky's name on it. I'm sure I'll get a text after she sees this, but it's got beautiful crystals in it. Loving that. And they're kind of raised up out of there pretty well too. So very nice druzy, and it's kind of a really, really pale pinky peach color. So I'll put that one aside, Vicky, because I know that's coming. It's a good thing Rebecca and Vicky, two of my fairly good friends, both of them are, you know, my best friends on YouTube, and Carla and Angie, and they all like different things, so they never fight over things. They all like different things that I have, so I always know exactly which one I'm going to give something to. This is not marked, but this is beautiful too. It's got a beautiful chain, and the color is very good. This looks like it's rhodium plated too. It's got a lot of shine, but very nicely made, and it has, see how it is made? Very well made, and it has each individual chain is nicely made too. It's a snake sort of, but it's that better, heavier kind of snake chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strands. This was really tangled up in that knot too, so one of the culprits to untangle, but I like that one. That one's beautiful. Okay, so finally got through all of the chains, so I am going to pause this and start part 2 with the bag because the video is over an hour long. So I'm going to pause this and go to part 2, and then at the end of part 2 we will test all of the silver. Okay, everybody, love you. If you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe. Please give me a thumbs up. My eBay is listed in the description box. My Poshmark and my Etsy, there's a link to those. I will also put my friend mail and my email, and all of that is always in the link. And I will, in the description box, try and give you an update on anything I have going on. So, love you guys. Be back for part 2.